Vision Sports, your authoritative sports show on radio.
He's had a go. He's found the bottom corner. A stunning goal from Peter Odemwingie.
Brings to you the latest in sports every weekday on Vision FM 92.1 Abuja.
Blake is coming through. Bolt gets it again.
Latest news about your favorite sports and athletes, transfer news, and the controversy of the game is all on Vision Sports.
He saved it. Can you believe it?
Vision Sports, your number one authoritative breakfast sports show on radio. Vision Sports, weekday, 7:30 a.m. on Vision 92.1 Abuja.
Okay, guys, when you hear that 6:30, it's time to talk sports and sport. We must on that note, welcome you to One Sport Show on radio. Of course, it's Vision Sports on Vision 91 from Abuja. Our show will bring to you all the latest happenings in the world of sport, basketball, table tennis, Formula One, golf. Come on, everything just for your listening pleasure. Today we'll look, of course, we're counting now to that game that will take place tomorrow on Thursday in Abidjan, a game between the Cheetahs of Benin Republic and, of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We'll bring you up to speed as well from the games in the Women's Champions League yesterday. We'll look at the games that are coming up today as well. Talking about the nations, the Asian World Cup qualifier, the UEFA Nations League, and of course, not forgetting the African Cup of Nations qualifier. We'll bring you all the details from tennis, basketball as well, and the time permits, you know how we do it to get you all the latest happenings as we prepare for those big games. So sit back, relax, and it'll be exciting, pulsating, interactive, and fun filled. Don't forget, the phone lines are up and running today. I'm opening phone line very early. I'll be discussing about the Super Eagles back line. There is no Semilo Guajayi. We here. Of course, Gabriel Shaw, former Luton Town defender, joins up with the Super Eagles for his first ever cap. Now, the question is this. Who do you think should be at the back line when Nigeria play by the Republic tomorrow? Without very talking points, looking at the 6 defenders that we already have in camp here, we'll let you know about that as well. So, because how should Nigeria pan out at the back line? All these and more, you can get to call us on 091-677-09564, 091-677-09564. Those are the number. That's the number to get to us. And let's begin the show as we always do. Let's start off all the way from the camp of the Super Eagles. And I did tell you, we hear, of course, that I speak to you, that only Spanish-based forward Sadiq Umar, who was being expected as Nigerian juggernaut, rode studiedly into the match familiar environment of Stade Félix Houphouët-Boigny on Tuesday between 2 players involving in the team first training section ahead of the potential exclusive African Cup of Nations qualifying match against neighbor Benin Republic on Thursday. 11 players, vice-captain and AFCON man of the competition, William Ekong, reigning African champion Victor Osimhen and his likely successor, Ademola Lookman. Defender, Bright Hussein, Samuel Lua, Aino, Victor Collins, Calvin Bassey, Alex Iwobi, Al-Hassan Yusuf, and Germany-based forward Victor Boniface all arrived at once on Tuesday morning before being joined by South African goalkeeper Stanley Wabadi late next night. So, those are the 22 players in camp we can confirm to you, and we're heading that Sadiq Umar will join up the team early today morning. Staying with the game between Nigeria and the Republic, we hear that, of course, with less than 48 hours of the crucial game, the Commission of African Football has appointed match officials for the Benin and Nigerian game. The sport governing body in the continent of West, they appointed Senegalese Issa Sey as the central referee for the crucial game. The Children of Benin are aiming to get a positive result from the game after suffering the 3-0 defeat in the same opponent on day one. Getting a draw should be enough to qualify the Super Eagles for the competition slated to be held in Morocco. The crucial game is scheduled for the Félix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium in Côte d'Ivoire to Thursday evening. And of course, we hear that Nigerian invitee Super Eagles defender Gabriel Shaw says he's in the team to work hard and help the team. The AJ Oxlade defender was earlier invited to the team during the era of Jose Pesero as could, but injury prevented the Lankini player from making his debut. The former Luton Town player admitted that the team is blessed with good and outstanding players. And of course, we hear former Nigerian international Gabriel Awal has prepared his mind for Super Eagles players ahead of the clash against Benin. The both sides are clash in the Côte d'Ivoire on the match day 5 of the AFCON qualifier, with Lawal urging the players to be ready for a difficult game. These 2 matches won't be easy and we cannot afford to relax. The players Gabon have selected are capable of winning both games. Nigeria want to see the commitment from the players. If they give their best, the fans will support them. It's normal in football. You can't win every game, but the most important thing is for the team to show their ability and commitment. The word of Gabalawa. And of course, on this Tuesday with the qualifiers, we hear that the coach of the Cheetahs of Benin, General Roar, has reviewed the reason for inviting the Stars goalkeeper Serge Obaza for the qualifiers. Beninese will host the Super Eagles on March the 5th of the African Competition qualifier. And Obaza is one of the goaltenders invited for the clash. Roar said because Obaza is playing in the Nigerian league, he has the experience. According to Obaza knows the Nigerian football very well since he plays for the Roma Stars, which is one of the best clubs in Nigeria at the moment. So his experience and know-how can also be useful to us, whether in trading or possibly in the match. And of course, sad news we hear that former under-20 international Gift Atulewe has passed away. The ex-Warri Wolves and Bayelsa United player apparently died at the age of 38. According to reports, he battled health issues related to high BP before his demise. He is the third member of June 25 under-20 said to have passed on after Olufemi Adebayo and 19 success. And after the CAF Women's Champions League we go, we hear that the coach of Edo Queens, Moses Adugu, has made it clear that they won't underrate the Egyptian side. Yes, he said so. They want to raise the Egyptian side. Masar FC, the Egyptian champion, produced a superb result on match to bomb the 1-0 victory against the champion Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. Adugu admitted that they are a very good side and they are ready to give their best against them. In his words, the defending champion gives them confidence. For me, we did not come here to underrate any team. One of the teams, I told my girls that every team is yet for a potential champions. So we need to play like it's a cup final. Our game against Massa will be like a cup final. Edo Queens will face Massa today in the second game, where Sunday will take on CBE of Ethiopia. And before we leave the local scene quickly and go to the foreign scene, we hear that as the management of Brighton City Samuel and the board of Turkish Super League club Fenerbahce are yet to agree a new deal. The English Premier League quartet have tabled offers for the player. The international is in the final year of his contract, and a discussion over a contract extension is yet to be finalized. Jose Samuel is demanding an improved deal with the club, still wants to stay on the current payment. The quartet of Aston Villa, Fulham, Everton, and Crystal Palace have signified their interest in the player. The skipper wing back is not new to English football, having played for the Championship side Queen's Park Rangers before leaving in 2021. Of course, we hear that National State government have decided they cried the poor form of state-owned team at the ongoing NPFL season. The Deputy Governor of Nassau State, Emmanuel Akabe, on Monday convened an emergency meeting with key stakeholders of Nassau United, following their team 1-0 shocking home defeat to Kwara United. According to the Deputy Governor, the inconsistency of the solid miners in the league, particularly the recent home loss to Kwara on Sunday, is unacceptable. The Deputy Governor tasked the stakeholders involved to ensure the implementation of the agreed upon action plan. Discussions he disclosed the state government would convene a follow-up meeting to assess progress and address any lingering concerns. Okay, we know that, of course, one of the players of the Super Eagles, the captain, William Truth Ekong, is saying that the game against Benin would not be an easy game. In his words, it will be a tough game when they play tomorrow in Abidjan. In his words, he said, and I'll quote him exactly, he said, the stadium is a familiar one for us. We have good memories from the AFCON. We will rather focus on the game. That's what he said. They will focus on the game, and they will hope. It's going to be a tough one, but it's not going to be easy because the Benin are also chasing tickets for the final. However, our objective is clear. 3 points on the 9. And of course, we hear that good news from all the way from one man, former Nigerian international Patrick Pasca. He has told the Commission of African Football CAF that the Super Eagles winger Deborah Lukman deserves to win the Africa Player of the Year award. Recall, the Nigerian was the only African player to be named the Ballon d'Or, where he finished 15th on the table. He has also been in goal scoring form for Atlanta and Serie A since the beginning of the season. Speaking, Pascal said that the CAF will be roasted by journalists if they fail to award Lukman the crown. Those were his words. Winner of the award will be announced on December the 16th in Marrakesh, Morocco. We go to the foreign scene quickly. Let's start off from the NFL and let you know that the Miami Dolphins ended a 3-game losing streak and kept their faith planted off hope. Their faith playoff hopes with a 23-15 win over the Los Angeles Rams. Tugufila passed for 207 yards and completed 20 of 28 passes, and the Dolphins improved to 3 wins and 6 defeats for the season. Tarek Hill and Malik Washington scored touchdowns, and Jason Sanders kicked 3 field goals, including 2 for 50 yards to seal the win at the SoFi Stadium in California. From the NFL, we go to, of course, the UFC, where we can confirm to you that the UFC have announced it would host a Fight Night event in London on the 22nd of March. The show is set to take place at the O2 Arena, but the promotion is yet to confirm any fights for the cards. It is the organization's first event in the UK since Britain's Leon Edward lost his welterweight title to Balad Muhammad at the UFC 304 in Manchester in July. The UFC last held an event in London in July 2023, where Britain Tom Aspinall knocked out Marcin Tybura on his return from injury. Aspinall, that one is UFC interim heavyweight champion and is the backup fighter for Saturday's championship bout between John Jones and Steve Monsi. And after Formula One we go, we hear, of course, that Neil Wittich has left his role as Formula One race director with immediate effect. German is the president for Michael Masi in 2022, has stepped down from his position to pursue new opportunities, the FIA said in a statement. He will be replaced from the next race in Las Vegas by Rio Marquez, most recently the race director of Formula 2 and Formula 3. To Formula One, we hear that Aston Martin's technical director Dan Fallow has left his role with the Formula One team. The 50-year-old who joined the team in 2022 will remain with the group. Aston Martin said executive director Bob Bell, a highly regarded and experienced design engineer who joined the team, might be filling on temporary basis. And of course, for fans of Renault, the Renault-owned Alpine team will use Mercedes engines in Formula One from the 2026 season. The deal, which follows the decision in September to end Renault's own engine program in 2025, runs until at least the end of 2030. Alpine will also use Mercedes-supplied gearboxes and rear suspension for 2026, although the team are exploring the options to design these items in-house from 2027. So tennis we go, we hear that the Italian top seed Jannik Sinner defeated American Taylor Fritz 6-4 to move closer to the last four of the ATP finals. 23-year-old world number one fought off stubborn resistance from second win in front of a home crowd in Turin. Sinner, who beat Fritz in September US Open final, hit 22 winners to Fritz 19 as he edged a compelling counter. Earlier, the Tunisian Daniel Medvedev defeated Alex Diminov 6-2, 6-4 in the Ion Nastase group. 40 Medvedev was irate during the opening defeat by Fritz on Sunday, but was far more settled in Tuesday's victory. Now we come to football. Quickly let you know that Dutch police have made 5 more arrests over the violence which followed a match involving an Israeli football team in Amsterdam on Thursday night. The 5 men, all from Netherlands and aged 18 and 27, are suspected of public violence against persons before and after the Maccabi Tel Aviv match against local team Ajax. Unrest flared up again in the city on Monday evening when an empty tram and a police car were set up alight. Some rioters reportedly shouted "Free Palestine," according to Dutch reports. And of course, we hear that the Premier League football has been further questioned by police and remains under investigation for allegedly raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. This comes a year from BBC investigation, which spoke to 5 women who accused Premier League player of rape, sexual assault, or controlling behavior. Despite 4 women reporting a man who we are calling Player X in police for alleged sexual assault from 2021 to 2023, he has continued to play for the club. One woman told BBC that the lack of action from the club and the governing body of the Football Association contributed to her attempting to take her own life. To Turkey we go, where Turkish football club Karaguku has defended their former president Faruk Koka after he was sentenced to jail for assaulting a referee. On Monday, court in the Turkish capital Ankara sentenced Koka 6 years of age, 3 years and 7 months in prison for intentionally wounding a public officer. Koga was also given a suspended sentence of under a year for making threats and violating laws related to violence in sport. Koga punched referee Halil Umut Malai in the face following a 1-0 draw with Raspor in December 2023, leaving the official with a fractured eye socket. Many felt the foul was subsequently kicked by 3 other individuals. Good news for Man United. We hear that Terry Malacia ended 17 months of injury woes, returned to action for Man United on a 21-side EFL Trophy tie with Huddersfield Town. Left back Malacia has been sidelined since coming on as a substitute in the Netherlands Nations League final against Croatia in June 2023. Since then, 25-year-old, has had lots of knee surgeries, and an injury proved far more complicated than initially thought, as one plan for comeback in February had to be scrapped. Last time he takes an appearance for United in 2022-2023 season, his first season at the club. Good one from Alassane. Now to the England national team, we hear that Aston Villa midfielder talking about Morgan Rogers has been called up to the England squad for the 9th November Nations League International after 8 players withdrew through injury. West Ham forward Gerard Bowen, Everton centre-back Gerard Brightwood, along with Netherlands fullback and Newcastle fullback Tino Livramento and Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford have all been added to interim Lee Carsley squad. Chelsea pair of Levi Colwill, Cole Palmer, Arsenal of Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Man City midfielder Phil Foden and Jack Grealish, Liverpool and Alexander Arnold, Southampton Aaron Ramsdale have all pulled out. England face Greece on the 14th of November and then the Republic of Ireland on the 17th of November. It's sad news for Poland as we heard about Lewandowski is set to miss Poland game with Portugal and Scotland with a lower back injury. The Scots host Croatia in Friday's penultimate Nation League A1 fixture and then travel to take on Poland on Monday evening. Poland are away to Portugal on Friday. Lewandowski played all 90 minutes of Barcelona's Sunday's loss to Real Sociedad, but his club on X said he would be out for 10 days. Don't forget to become a part of the show, guys. Talk to me. The biggest talking point has to be the Super Eagles of Nigeria. How do you want them to line up? Is it a 4-man defense or a 5-man defense with Gabriel Shaw be giving a start in the back line of the Super Eagles? Or what should change? Let's talk Super Eagles today, okay? I want us to talk about the Super Eagles. The number to call is 091-677-09564. 091-677-09564. Let's talk about the Super Eagles. How should the back line pan out? There is no Gabriel. There is no some logo Ajayi. Virtually, the coach didn't call up Kevin Apoguma. And of course, did not also call up Leon Balogun. But we've got likes of Gabriel Osho, William Trus-Ekong, Brighto Sei, Samuel Ola Aino, Bruno Yemechi, and of course, Victor Collins of Nasarawa United. How should they pan out? Let's take this call. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Abdul. I'm calling from Maitama.
Abdul from Maitama, talk to me.
Yes, in terms of with regards to the Super Eagles lineup, I don't think changes need to be made to the lineup despite having different players to man the defense.
Okay.
I think they're quite well, and there's no need for any changes right now because changes can actually affect the rhythm. They have a good rhythm. They are going well. The coach is doing his best despite being not the permanent manager, but I believe he's doing well. He's doing excellent. This is the best spell ever has had with the Super Eagles.
Okay.
He's doing well, and he has gotten the rhythm. The players are playing for the team. They're passionate about playing, and it's a good one. They don't need to make any changes at the back. I think they're fine and good.
Thank you very much, Abdul, for your contribution. You keep the calls coming in. Let's take this call. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? No problem. We'll work on that. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll get you more. See whether we can get more lines, to add to the one we've got and get more callers calling. Okay, keep the calls coming. We're talking about the Super Eagles. They play tomorrow in Abidjan against the Republic. A game where just a point will be enough to qualify Nigeria for the Africa Cup of Nations. How do you want the team to pan up? Especially the back line, a lot of changes. Do you think that Gabriel Shaw should be given a debut in that game? What do you think? I want to hear from you. 091-677-09564. 091-677-09564. It's not news that Martin Odegaard is not included in the Norway squad for the Nations League. He will not play in that game. And a man called Ryan Babel has retired from international football, from footballing at the age of 37. He made that announcement on his social media handle. He played for the likes of Ajax, Liverpool especially, and not forgetting Besiktas in the Turkish league. Okay, let's move quickly to what went down in the Women's Champions League. Arsenal are unbeaten after 5 games since the sack of their former manager. They won against Juventus in Group C, not 1, not 2, but by 4 goals to nil. While Bayern Munich beat Valerenga by 3 goals to nil. In Group D, we saw Barcelona beat Spank St. Pölten by 7 goals to nil, while Manchester City beat Hammarby by 2 goals to nil in that encounter. Big win, I must tell you, in that one. The West CAF Champions League, University of West Cape beat Algiers de la Medina by 2-0, while AS FAR defeated TP Mazembe by 3-1. Games will continue today. We see Group E of the African Coordination. We see Liberia take on Togo. Group G, Chad will take on Sierra Leone. Group J is Namibia vs Cameroon. In the Women's Champions League, we have Galatasaray take on Wolfsburg. That game is for 6:45. And of course, Roma will take on Lyon 8:45 in Group A. In Group B, Real Madrid will take on FC 20. While Celtic will play Chelsea. That game is for 9 p.m. in that encounter. Don't forget, there's games in the Women's Champions League. 3 p.m. on Ladies Sunday to take on CBE, the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia. That game is for 3 p.m. And of course, 6 p.m. it will be Edo Queens vs FC Massa. Don't forget to watch that game. Edo Queens, the win for Edo Queens will push them to the next round of the CAF Women's Champions League. Okay, guys, let's take one more call. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We're counting down to that big game against the Beninois, the Cheetahs of Beninois. Talking about them. Let's take this call. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Good morning to you. Mustafa, talk to me. Okay, thank you very much for that one. Okay, guys, come on. This is how much I can take on the show today. But don't worry, guys, I'll be back again tomorrow for the Thursday edition of Vision Sport. We'll bring to you all the latest happening across the sport world. Do ensure to watch the game today between Edo Queens and, of course, the AS Massa. And, of course, tomorrow, the game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Beninois. Oh, with the Beninese, talking about the Cheetahs of Benin. Okay, coached by our own former coach, Gerard Raw. Okay, guys, like I always say, whatever has a beginning, definitely does have an end. Come on. If your child or your ward is participating in sport, please encourage him or her. He or she could be the next big thing, the next Toblo Bamoso, the next Austin J.J. Okocha. Okay? When you're one and only your sport bishop, your magistrate, pilot, your prophet, professor, Nonso Arinzichi, keep talking sport, keep living sport. Sport is life. Up next is Bugami Classic. Abbas is well seated to take you on 1 hour of current affairs. Don't go nowhere. For me, bye for now. We're back tomorrow for the Thursday edition of Vision Sports.